Hi guys, Leisure Stars here with Lucy Raven. Um, this is a pre-comment to the video I want to show you. This video is about customizing habs in Starfield. This video will be all about how to build this hab. This is a standard science hab on Jemison on my outpost, on my Northern outpost, and this is the master bedroom or the captain's bedroom. Yeah, and as you can see, we have custom walls, columns, and here are some functional decor, secure storage. We have here data slates. We have here the enhanced mirror. Then we have here the shared outpost container. We have here the hookah table, and we have here storage bag, bookshelf, and the things are aligned, so every piece is aligned with the hab base axis, especially of course the walls and the pillars. Yeah, so the videos about this, Andreja really likes this hab. She sits there, and she sits also here, and she also sleeps here. So yeah, so the hub works really well, and I guess yeah, with the theme I'm quite satisfied how it turned out, and yeah, and now I show you how to build it. So enjoy. And for that, I want to give you basic tips. If you've never done it, it will maybe be helpful. I'm on PC, so I can, for example, set in the Starfield prefs ini the item rotation speed minimum value. So that's basically enough. If you just put then the game with that, then you can change the slider in the game settings itself to be, for example, 0.1. This is really quite slow, but I'll show you in the video why is it cool to have that, and why the normal rotation the normal rotation min value is 1. So 10 times faster. And so for that, as you can see, you have to modify your Starfield prefs ini, and especially you have to at least set the item rotation speed min value there, and save it, and then boot the game. Then we're in game now. We are on my outpost on Jemison, which I basically had to completely rebuild after I was forced to go through the Unity with my character because of the DLC, especially. In the last universe, I also had finished the whole Watchtower mod, and I had then the Terran incursion stupid thing. It was in the wrong mode, and yeah, there was no going through, but to the new DLC, and because of that, I had to go to the Unity, and but here we are now, and I worked a little bit on this rebuild, and I wanted to share to you how I now put floors and walls. For example, I've already done this, the ugly green hab, and here also upstairs. It's basically a rebuild with what I had before, but yeah, with the new items. So there were a few new items that came with the vanilla freelance update that are nice to have for the outpost building. Then of course the floor from my own mod, and yeah. Yeah, I made here a control station. I didn't have real time to get fancy about this yet. And then here I will have the captain's bedroom, which I wanted to show to you today, how I set the floors and the walls here. I mean, I will do basically a rebuild of what I had before. We'll see how that goes. First of all, I set the floor. So, of course, I use my own mod for that. Yeah, but for now, so here I basically know which floor I want to use. Yeah, select that one, and no, it's yeah, it's almost, but not really aligned here with the hab. And first of all, what you can and should do is align yourself with the view axis where you want to have it, and then go down so that it creates another one, and then go up again. Sometimes it works better, sometimes not, but do that, and then no, you have to adjust it to the real outline, but it's almost okay. So you can, and because the rotation speed we set is so slow, you can really adjust it to the habs baseline, so it is really aligned well. You can wait a second. With the floor tiles, it's the most difficult. With other tiles, it's for example with the wall tiles, it's this as you will see, much easier. But with the floor tiles, you have to get the. But as you can see here, so this tile is really aligned with the hab. And then you would then set it here right at the entrance, and basically you have to think about how the NPCs see that with their enough mesh, and then set it here, right here in the middle. So
smart decisions when building are crucial.
And now you have a perfectly aligned floor that is perfectly aligned with this hab. And that also guarantees, in my experience, that NPCs has no problem whatsoever to enter and leave this hab. So this will never cause any problem. So that's the first step. And now to the walls. Basically, the idea is to set here a white wall, which comes onto the window where there's a column framing, and then the wall goes up to here, and here will be, as far as I remember, also columns, because there's no other practical solution to this. For that, of course, I switch to the buildable walls and doors. I do it here very slowly, so you can see the mods I'm using. And here I already know that I want to go with the luxury wall. This wall is a little bit strange because it has a little bit other sizes than the other walls. So you really have to think and know. As you see, I'm turning it slowly, but that is really not really necessary. First, you should again do the trick that you align yourself with the view axis you want the wall to have it in, and then basically you go up and you go down, and then it's already aligned. So with the view axis you had. And no, there is really not much change you have to do. And with the walls, as you can see, it's quite easy to really align them well. Especially, I mean, you have to guarantee that your rotation speed is slow enough, and because otherwise it's a pain when it's rotating too fast. Then you can set this and. Yeah, then basically for the walls, it doesn't matter which one is the front side, so they're both front sides. So then you can set it here, and then you have to think about placement. Basically, how you want to have it as far to the hab wall as possible. Like this, I always control it, and now again, as you can see, it's not aligned well again, so I have to do the same thing again. It's a little bit tedious, but that guarantees really good results. So it's almost like that. And then you can, yeah, and then exactly then comes the thing with the hab corners. They are round, so you have to think about how far you want to go with the wall. I think this looks good, and now you can align the other wall to that with no problem with the rotation. So it won't change the rotation. And now we can look. So we'll use this space here. You could basically hide something there. Maybe a little safe. Okay, so now the next part is a rather complicated one because you have to decide which wall size do you want to use. I mean, this is one possibility. So this is a Lux medium wall, so it goes deep here into the corner. But basically, I can here place a chrome column so that this is really covered. But I wish it doesn't go further without a helper, which I maybe show in a second. But that would be the max position, how deep it can go, this medium one. And a little bit the problem will be because I can use a smaller one, but the smaller one naturally will only go up to here. So then I have here a lot of space for the column, but I just have a small wall. But which can also be enough. So I think on the other side, oh, sorry, I clicked, but it doesn't matter. I can delete it quickly just to show you once again the technique. So you align yourself. Let me do it on this side. With walls, it doesn't matter, but we want the wall here. So align yourself with the axis. I don't know, orient yourself, and then go up and go down. And then you see that the wall is almost perfectly in line, but you can check with the ground lies on the original hab lines, so they are telling the truth. I checked that. And now you have, with a little bit of correction, you have the perfect line. And yeah, no, once again, so with this it will be easier, but yeah, also we would have to think how we would like to position the walls. So they should, here in the corner, there should be a little bit overlap, I guess. Like this, just to make sure that it really covers. And that would be basically the alternative. So here I could place the column, but then there would be here a little bit space left. But I think I will go for this. I mean, this solution maybe for the overall. It's yeah, I think this is more elegant somehow. So then let's do this. So I will just remove this so that you can see. So normally, if I would place this just as it should normally be placed, then the problem is a little bit that yeah, wait a second. There, more or less, like this. Then you see this looks awful with the window. That's it doesn't make sense to do that, because even if you have a column here, then the window is funny. So okay, it's a very different thing when you have these large windows, by the way. But yeah. So okay, on we go to the next wall. I think this should be all right. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. There's not even a correction necessary, really. And then we go here with the small wall. And now also from Miss Buildable Walls and Doors mod, we have these pillars. Yeah, at the end, this chrome pillars. And let me also do the chrome pillars stuff. So also here you can align yourself again, go up, go down, and you can see it's already almost aligned perfectly. Also here we can do the real fine check, and yeah, now it's aligned perfectly. Yeah, so and with the pillars now we will see if we need them. Actually, when you go like this, you don't need a helper. But maybe what we could think of is that we wanted to get it closer. So I will just do a helper, I think, because you can't get it closer, as you see. So for that, I move the object here so that I know, okay, I'm here. And then here you have these collision cheaters. So there's the big one and the smaller one. With other, especially the furniture, the small one is sufficient enough. But with these large columns, I think best is to use the large one. I can show you. I already have used them downstairs. So again, we do our thingy, and yeah, now we place this one here, and sure enough, it should basically work. Yeah, so I mean, yeah. But then you are really free to place the column as far as you want. You could until here, because there the cheater begins. You could push it into the wall, in any direction, and I want to make sure that it covers, so I want it a little bit in, and so we have that position that looks, I guess, right. And no, this position looks also right. So yeah, this would be the placing of the columns. Yeah, no, I finished the room in the same manner. All right, so same game here again. And what you also want to make sure that this line is really aligned. So you can check here the position of the column. And here, in my experience, the best is to orientate yourself on the top. On these, so you can see here the position of the column, and you just want to make sure that you basically have here the exact same position. You can also easily, for example, it's now not deep enough, but now it's easy to correct it, because you can just grab it here and then just push a little bit further. I think you can also compare here the length. It should be the same, and yeah, a little bit further. Yeah, that looks almost a little bit. Like this. Yeah, that looks about right now. So okay. Yeah, so for this part, I mean, we have the door, so the rules are a little bit different, I guess. I don't remember how I did it last time, but basically we should always start from the large one. And I assume that we definitely need these twos, because only then we will want to place pictures and posters and everything on the walls. So we should really have at least as many from the large ones as we can, and then we'll have to basically the same thing here, but maybe on this side we will do something else. But I think the next best step is to set these walls. And yeah, so so this is an easy one, but we want to think about how deep we want to go, because we will want to place a column at the door. So we should, I think, something like that.
Never have the patience for construction.
Looks good, yeah. That's the thing, is, Andrea. Yeah. Okay, so now we have basically finished the walls and the floor, the base. Yeah, I mean there are some imperfections here, as you can see here. Look at this and look at this, but I think that's okay. but basically everything is now set as it would be okay. And now we could start to place furniture. We can, for example, set the bed. So the vanilla game now through the update has 4 new beds, which I like them, all 4 of them. They just have different colors. And I mean, otherwise I would use the Better Living 2 bed from here. Where is it here? This one. Just because in this room I want to have this red contrast. Yeah, of course here also if you want to place something, the same rules apply. Align yourself, go up, go down. And yeah, obviously the beds are, the direction is, you have to look that way and not the other way for it to be set correctly, and then you can basically align the bed here. And then run around, and just to be sure, check here. So a little bit, I guess something like that. And then you could place it, for example, just right in the middle. And this was like cool because you can place the furniture a little bit into the wall, but you have to be because it will let you. So you have to be careful not to go into the wall with the furniture. But you can just set it, and it should basically be okay. When you want to know, place here some mats. You can use some vanilla mats. There are also a few new vanilla mats, but for example, with this bed, I would use such a mat. Yeah, I could also replace here a part with the floor, with the textile floor, but yeah, that looks somehow strange when you do that, so I think it's better to do it this way. I could, didn't work this time, so let's align ourselves. Yeah, some items, the trick doesn't work. It somehow, sometimes it works to exit the menu and re-enter it, but yeah, especially the vanilla items, they are really bad. The mod items are often much better in that regard. But yeah, now we have it aligned again. So and then I could probably. I mean, normally I would place it like this. Yeah, let's change that. Right, realign myself. Now it's just always the same angle. Anyways, and okay. So yeah, and maybe what we can also already set. I mean, we could set here a rug 2 or something bigger even, but I would otherwise just do it with the sofas from my mod. So here, and I would do them in red or white. I mean, yes, but then you can also we could also decide to just have here the red and here really pure white. I mean, here will be books, a bookshelf and stuff. So yeah, would be an option because I think the white ones are especially nice. But we could also, of course, take the red one. But I think this time I really will go with the white one. So let's try to get them aligned. We'll see. I never tested this actually if it works, but it should work. Yeah, I see it's almost aligned perfectly already. No, wait, I was mistaken. Of course, we need it in the other direction, so then we should look that way and have it here. Okay, so this is the right alignment, and now we can also for fine tuning it, because that won't be that easy unless we can manage. But I thought so. I mean, yeah, as you can see, so it is almost perfect here. So like that, and no, we could of course so place it here. I mean, the pity is that's why I mentioned in the beginning that it would be cooler to have a wall that comes a little bit more to the window, because unfortunately the length of this sofa is so that it covers the column, which basically is of course ugly. But we could instead just go for a sofa like this, and then maybe do a chair. I think I like the idea. So it would be this. Yeah. All right. So, and then I think we should give it some space to breathe.
An interesting addition.
And
Sure.
yeah, maybe that's not so bad, because then we could place a table here. Maybe we will need to have a table anyways, because when I play the Dreamlands mod, I need a hookah table from Betamax's functional decor. And it's okay, yeah. So Betamax's functional decor has these hookah tables, this one and this hookah. I mean, we could also just put in here a nice table and place the hookah on top of it, or here I think this looks quite reasonable. I could think about placing a mat. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. I would have a little bit, I mean, so it's in the middle, really basically in the middle of the room. Well, I think it's okay. So, and this table, you really have to test. It is quite, here has to be quite a gap so that you can sit on it. So you should always test if there is enough space. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So basically, the next step is finished. So and as we can see, everything looks quite all right. Yeah. No, I think it's a good time to define the other. This corner. This will be an Andreja's side. Um, and this will be my side. We have to, normally I place here a work desk in front of the window. That I will do again. I have to think what I do basically here. Here I would place, so I think we have this new shared outpost container, um, and I think it will fit here quite well.
I always
And
value function over form
we could
when it
consider
comes to
it as an
outposts.
important item. All right, so that's how far I came now. So I now place the basic elements and started with some detailing. And now you could, of course, do much more, fill the books, add plants here and there, and little things here also. I'm not satisfied with this dragon, and here also something could be placed, and of course on the tables here, a book and something. Yeah. But that's basically it for the walls. I think when you look at it, the cool thing is that the tables, there are plenty of them which have the right size exactly for this configuration. I also placed here the enhanced mirror, so I can change my outfit. By the way, I also colored the settler's head, as you can see, differently. Um, yeah, it has a green tone, and because of the Varun earphones, headphones, um, I have also blue variant and yeah, and a dark top. Yeah. So that's the total today. I hope you enjoyed this little chaotic video. Yeah, and see you in the Starfield.